Stop trying to find yourself. Stop meditating to feel good. Stop buying into the lie that inner peace comes from a perfectly balanced, stress-free life. Society tells you that if you just read the right book, do the right yoga sequence, or drink the right green juice, your anxiety will vanish. They tell you that a quiet mind is a matter of correct breathing techniques or visualizing a calm ocean. It's all garbage. You've tried it, haven't you? You've sat there, eyes closed, trying to force your brain to shut up. You've tried to positive think your way out of a crisis. You've written down affirmations until your hand cramped, telling yourself you are strong, you are calm, you are in control. And then reality hits. Your boss yells at you. Your bank account drains. Someone you trust betrays you. And in a fraction of a second, that carefully constructed inner peace shatters like cheap glass. You feel the familiar tightness in your chest. The rush of panic. The overwhelming wave of frustration. You fall right back into the same toxic patterns of reacting, stressing, and letting external chaos dictate your internal state. You feel weak. You feel like a failure. You feel like you're missing the secret everyone else seems to have. You aren't missing the secret. You've just been sold the wrong one. Modern self-help is a scam designed to keep you comfortable, numb, and dependent on the next feel-good quick fix. It tells you to run from pain, to seek endless comfort, to make the world accommodate your feelings. If this raw truth is hitting home, hit that subscribe button now. We don't do comfort here, we do reality. Now, let's talk about the reality of true mental fortitude. Let's look at the men who didn't write books on inner peace while sitting on a beach, but forged unbreakable minds in the fires of war, plague, and betrayal. The Stoics. Let's look at Marcus Aurelius. He wasn't some soft-spoken guru living in a secluded monastery. He was the Emperor of Rome. The most powerful man on earth. He commanded armies. He dealt with backstabbing politicians. He ruled during a devastating plague that wiped out millions, including his own children. He carried the weight of an empire on his shoulders. And yet, his private journal meditations isn't a record of panic, anxiety, or despair. It's a blueprint for complete and total psychological invincibility. Marcus Aurelius didn't have an unbreakable mind because he found a way to avoid stress. He had an unbreakable mind because he completely redefined his relationship with reality. He didn't use willpower to fight off negative thoughts. He didn't try to exhaust himself into submission. He fundamentally shifted his identity. This isn't about trying harder. It's about seeing clearer. The Stoics understood that the mind isn't something you domesticate like a pet. It's a fortress you command. And Marcus Aurelius built his fortress on 3 specific, contrarian pillars. 3 secrets that destroy modern weakness and forge ironclad resilience. Secret number 1, the complete amputation of the external. Modern society tells you your happiness is tied to your circumstances. Get the promotion, feel good. Get rejected, feel bad. You are a slave to the weather, the economy, and the opinions of strangers on the internet. Marcus Aurelius severed this connection entirely. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He didn't just say it, he lived it. He understood that trying to control the world is a guaranteed recipe for misery. The only thing you actually control, the only thing you own is your judgment. Not the event. The judgment of the event. Someone insults you. That is an event. You deciding to feel offended, you deciding that their opinion matters, that is your judgment. And that judgment is entirely within your control. Marcus didn't try to force people to like him. He didn't try to prevent bad things from happening. He expected betrayal. He anticipated tragedy. When it happened, he didn't whine. He didn't say, "Why me?" He said, "This is what people do. This is what the world is. It cannot touch me unless I allow it." He amputated the external world from his internal state. Stop letting people who don't care about you dictate your emotions. Stop giving power to things outside of your control. Cut the cord. The fortress walls must go up. Secret number 2, the alchemy of obstacles. Most people see an obstacle as a roadblock. A reason to stop. A sign that things went wrong. When they fail, they retreat. They seek comfort. They complain. Marcus Aurelius saw obstacles differently. He didn't just tolerate them, he actively used them. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is the core of Stoic alchemy. Turning lead into gold. Turning pain into power. You don't get stronger by lifting light weights. You get stronger by pushing against resistance. Life is going to throw garbage at you. That is guaranteed. The weak man gets hit by the garbage and cries. The unbreakable man takes the garbage and builds a foundation with it. The difficult boss isn't ruining your life. He is an opportunity to practice patience and strategic thinking. The financial setback isn't a disaster. It is an opportunity to practice frugality and resourcefulness. The illness isn't a curse. It is an opportunity to practice endurance and gratitude for what remains. Marcus didn't want a soft life. A soft life creates soft men. He understood that adversity is the forge where character is hammered into shape. Stop praying for an easy life. Start demanding the strength to endure a difficult one. When a problem arises, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What virtue is this forcing me to develop?" Transform the obstacle into the path. Secret number 3, the brutal confrontation with mortality. Modern culture hides from death. We don't talk about it. We pretend we have infinite time. We put off our dreams. We stay in toxic relationships. We waste hours scrolling through meaningless content. Why? Because we delusionally believe we have tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius lived with death staring him in the face every single day. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This wasn't morbid depression. It was the ultimate performance enhancer. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. When you truly accept that your time is running out, not as an abstract concept, but as a visceral reality, everything changes. The petty arguments don't matter anymore. The fear of judgment evaporates. The hesitation to take action disappears. When you know the clock is ticking, you don't waste time being anxious. You don't waste time playing the victim. You execute. You focus only on what is essential. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but he knew he was just a speck of dust in the vastness of eternity. This perspective crushed his ego and amplified his focus. It made him immune to the trivial nonsense that consumes most people's lives. Stop living like you have 1,000 years left. You don't. Every second you waste worrying about the opinions of sheep is a second you are stealing from your own potential. Every moment spent complaining is a moment closer to the grave. Use the reality of death to burn away the bullshit in your life. This is how the mind is forged. Not with soft mantras or comfortable retreats, but with the brutal realization of what you control, the alchemy of transforming pain into power, and the ever-present shadow of your own mortality. The Stoics didn't conquer the world because they were stronger than everyone else. They conquered the world because they conquered themselves first. They built fortresses in their minds that no army, no plague, and no betrayal could penetrate. You have the exact same raw materials they had. The same mind. The same capacity for judgment. The same inevitable end. The only difference is what you choose to build with them. Will you build a weak, fragile shelter that collapses at the first sign of a storm? Or will you build a fortress? The choice is yours alone. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to build it for you. The chaos of the world will continue to roar. Let it roar. You are the stone. You do not break.